Welcome to Fuck That Formula. You know what it is. So this week we're gonna be talking about the industry shift that we're all discussing. Are we evolving or did we get left behind? That's what we're gonna talk about. This actually applies to all industries. This applies to your fitness trainers, your photographers, your makeup artists, your lash artists, your barbers, massage therapists, estheticians, nail techs. I mean, across the board, this applies to everybody. And in 2026, we need to find out, are we evolve, is our industry, and I'm just talking about our industry, but if you're in a different industry, you should really think about it. Is the industry evolving or are we getting left behind? Because it's a big shift in 2026. And I'm not necessarily going to say it's it's not 100% the economy. All that, the economy is fucked up and it has a lot to do with it. But the big shift, it's been a big shift just from when I started 16 years ago. It is a shift. And I'm saying that because now there is so much that clients just are not needing us for. Let's just throw it out there. And when I say this all industry, I mean all industries. Because you think about it, your fitness trainers. At one point, I remember fitness trainers, everybody fucking had a trainer. If you did not go to the gym, you had a trainer. Now, with all the training apps that are online, people becoming trainers after their recent cosmetic surgeries or whatever, but people becoming just internet trainers, social media trainers, and then with all these apps that are training, because I know I've signed up for, I don't know how much money I've spent on apps, just to creating me different workouts. Consumers have changed, and I feel like we need to step up and get with the damn times, and a lot of us have. So I'm just going to speak on the hair industry, but this kind of evolves for a lot of different industries. And it's some shit that needs to be talked about. So back in the day, clients needed us because there was no such thing as TikTok. There was no such thing as YouTube. There was not a do hair for dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like, products were not accessible. All the professional products that we had, people had to get them from, and they still have to get them from the stylist, but there's so many products out there nowadays that people are not heavily relying on professional products. Let's just keep it 100. So now people are putting their own wigs on, doing a fabulous job. But you have these consumers now that I don't need a hairstylist to install my lace front, because I know how to fucking install my lace front. I know all the tools. I have all the tools. I know exactly how to do it. I've actually created my own technique. That's where consumers are right now. They're braiding hair, like some of the service now with braids. Well, they'll just start your parts and get your parting, and then you go home and finish it. Like, that's kind of where we are in the industry when it comes to hair. Even in the nails, people press on. Do y'all remember this press on nail shit is amazing to me, because do y'all remember when we had press on nails, there was a little clear sticky gum thingy that you put on your nail and you pressed it on? That shit was popping right off. As long as you wasn't touching nothing, you was able to make it all day. But it was like a little film that you stuck on your hand and then put your nail on. They have full on press on. They have full custom ass press on. So I love the fact that like nail techs have evolved, and if you're not getting high volume of clientele coming in, sitting in your chair getting nails done, so you're creating custom press on and you're selling those press on kits, and that's how you're making your money when you don't have clients coming in. Bravo to whoever decided, hey, if press-ons is going to be the thing, instead of you going to your local CVS and getting that long ass receipt, instead of you going to CVS and Walmart buying your press-ons, I can get you some custom to fit your finger so you don't have to worry about filing them down. I can get the exact design that you want. You can change these jokers out. I get you your glue and everything you need. People are paying for that. That's evolving to me. That's evolving. The whole braid thing, that's evolving. People are not wanting to sit and get their hair braided for hours. So, hey, you just start my part and I take care of the rest. That is a service. People are evolving. Hey, I don't want to take these braids down, so offer just a takedown service and shampoo, blow dry, do a treatment on my hair. That is evolving, and I feel like some of us are not doing that. Amazon wasn't available. Online education, like getting professional products and professional tools at home was not a thing. People weren't buying fucking $300-$400 flat irons. People were buying that goddamn Conair iron at the store, or they were going to, and they were getting your Golden Hot, because they did sell that at the beauty supply store, but they were getting stuff that they could get at the beauty supply store. Beauty supply stores didn't even have, back in the day, beauty supply stores didn't even have half of the stuff that's in the store now. That's how much we've changed. Now, hell, you got some professionals that shop at the beauty supply store because they can't find to have access quickly to some professional products. Although there's some shit I think y'all should really, really pay attention to. But what I'm saying is consumers have evolved. And makeup artists, I remember especially the early stages of YouTube and influencers, where there were makeup influencers. Real talk, like all you seen online was how to contour, how to do this, how to do that. And it was all these things on doing makeup. Now, and I remember that people, because I used to have makeup clients. I used to actually do makeup all the time, way more than I do now. I really need to go back to offering my makeup class, but I used to have makeup requests all the time. Made money doing it. House requests, come in the salon or whatever. Now, everybody knows how to do a full face of makeup. I'm quite sure the people at MAC see the same thing when they're doing people are coming in buying makeup, but people are not wanting their makeup done because they can do that shit themselves now. They have all the tips and tricks and whatever. Online education was not available like that. You couldn't just purchase a 6 weeks or 6 class series for life online and learn how to do makeup and not be a professional, or learn how to lock and not be a professional. You get what I'm saying? Those things have changed, and people are doing their own things. People are learning how to do their own brows, laminating brows. I remember when laminating brows really became a thing and stuff like that, and people were like paying estheticians and stylists to do their brows. Now, all the DIY kits, and let's not discuss lashes. Honestly, I feel bad for lash techs, because with the big boom of people doing clusters or individual lashes on their own, like honestly, at this point, some of us are creating a lash service where we just put clusters on, because shit, y'all are not getting individual lashes because no one wants to pay for individual lashes nowadays, but they're doing their own shit. Like, if you get on TikTok shop right now, there is a shitload of things that you can do DIY for yourself. How many Brad Mondo videos have you watched somebody do a damn wolf cut and you're like, well, shit, I could do that too? Like, it's like we want to provide the education, but we've gotten so we've provided so much and educated so much, and then they're just so have access to so much, and technology has changed that some of us are becoming, I don't think we're going to ever be obsolete, but people are quitting doing these services and going back to 9-to-5s. I have a friend who's been doing hair for like 30 something years. She used to do a lot of wig installs and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, why you going back to 9-to-5? She said, because who the fuck am I installing wig for? All these people know how to install their own wigs. Shit, they can teach her a few things. So are we evolving with it? It's my question. Are we evolving with it? So, a lot of people, it's the shift of the convenience. The salon, a lot of people, I hear online all the time, people complain about, the salon policies, and they need a deposit, and they need something available right now, and everybody is so, I need it now, I want it now, and I need this whatever, that it's hard for them to wait on a 2-week appointment. They don't want to wait to 2 o'clock to do some shit they can get done at 8 o'clock. So the convenience of doing your own thing. I'm not against DIYs at all. Y'all know I'm a DIY. I do my own nails. I do my own makeup. I do a lot of DIY shit that I do myself. But if it's some like my facials, I go to esthetician. My massages, I'ma go to somebody. My massage gun ain't gonna do what old girl do. Just telling you. But that's where we are. Brazilian waxes. People at home doing their own fucking waxes. I know. Cause I used to wax at the house, I used to wax my legs and wax under my arm all the time. Never went to anybody. But people, you can buy some nice quality professional wax now and go home and just like, shit, I could do this myself. That's where we are. So people don't want to wait anymore to get in. People don't feel like driving over to see you to wait for you to do whatever. People don't, people want to, they'll spend their money, but it's more of the convenience. So as a stylist, for me, I try to offer various times to service people. My clientele has shifted to where I'm not an evening stylist anymore. I used to be, but everybody wants to come in the morning and daytime. I still have an evening. Every now and then I'll get a Saturday request, but most of my people don't even want to come on Saturdays because they have shit to do. I do offer a Sunday, one Sunday of the month, to try to make it as convenient as possible, so where people who can't come in during the week can come in. Most of those people only come in once a month, so that one Sunday works for them. So it's that kind of thing. Expertise. I mean, shit. People are buying education online, so it's kind of like, well, shit. She said the same thing as she said, and she said what they said, so shit. I know what I need to know. And honestly, if they fuck up their own hair, they're not concerned, because guess what? They did it. One of the reasons why I will not do clients' nails is because I can do my own, and I can fuck up my own and I'm not be upset, but I don't want to fuck up a paying client. These people out here nowadays, they're like, shit, I could do my own nails or I could do my own whatever. And if I have allergic reaction or whatever, I can't blame nobody but me. And that's where they and that's where they want to keep it. So, like, the questions that we're asking, and I'm going to read them because these are the questions that we should be asking. Why are clients learning to do things themselves? Is it the convenience? Is it the price? Is it they trust? Is the trust trusting us? Is it safety? Is it luxury? Like, what is it? Are we trying to save money? Are they trying to save money or solve a convenience problem? What can professionals provide that YouTube can never provide? Are we educating clients or just performing a service? And is social media creating better consumers or more confused consumers? So, granted, there's services that we show as professionals online, that you're not going to be able to recreate that. but you can get damn close. I've seen some people do their DIY pixies. Now, I do watch them because I am interested. I am genuinely interested to see how their mind works and the steps they take when they're doing it. I use that information to help me understand my clients and what the hell they at home doing. But I've seen some people knock out some pixie styles. I'll be like, shit, let me watch that again. Let me see what she did. They're doing such a great job at it. It's kind of like, are we needed? We are needed because there's a lot of people who do need us and a lot of people who want us. But that's the kind of, are we getting to the point where everyone is so DIY that most of us need to go get a full-time job and do hair part-time? Is that where we're heading? Because so for me, I feel like I'm not necessarily competing with YouTube. I'm not competing with TikTok. I'm probably more competing with convenience of people making time to come in and money. That's where I feel like, because outside of me educating people online, I'm educating my clients. They order products, the professional products that I use, so they're using products at home. I try to do things for them that they cannot do at home intentionally. Like, this is my business, this is my job, this is what I'm supposed to do. But there's a lot of things that I do show my clients how to do on their own so they can maintain or whatever. But for me right now, I think I'm probably competing more with just the convenience, not seeing my hours or not, but just more of, do people want to take the time out to schedule themselves to come in, to get there, to sit for, an hour or two, to get the service done, blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? When their schedules when they're already schedule already thin or whatever. It's just, that's more of the issue that I've run into. Or people are like, hey, my budget tight as fuck. I ain't gonna be able to come in here and get all this shit done and all whatever done. So that's me trying to, and then even with that, I've always done things with my schedule to make sure that I'm never going to be convenient for everyone, but I do try to make it to where you do have options. And price wise, my price is my price. That shit ain't changing. But how often you come in and what I do try to help you work that out to where you can budget, where it's, exactly what you're getting when you come in every single month. You get what I'm saying? So my prices are always posted, but just so you can kind of budget yourself or whatever. And if you can't come in that month, you can't come in. But if you can, this is what we're doing. So that's kind of what I have worked myself in. So that's where I feel like we're competing. But, I'm sitting here looking like I know people that used to be personal trainers that were really great personal trainers, actually. This damn Texas heat is maybe making me thirsty. I know people that were personal trainers, and most of them have had to get a job, like a 9-to-5 job. I'm not saying their job wasn't a job, but a 9-to-5 job. And it's not, they still maybe had some clientele coming in, but people weren't dishing out the $300, $400, $500 they were doing. They came with meal plans. Now, there's apps people can pay $10 a month for or whatever, or they can pay $50 for the whole year, get all kinds of custom workouts, join all these social media groups on working out, all these meal plans and stuff like that. Like, it's so much stuff that's available to people now that it kind of made it seem like they don't need a personal trainer. They do, but now because it's on their phone and the convenience aspect of it, that I can log onto this anytime I want to. But with a personal trainer, I have to come in at this time, or this time. I have to drive to you and I have to go. And then the financial aspect, they're competing against finances, because now instead of me giving you $300-400 a month, which I know I'm going to see the results I need to see, and probably see the results better and quicker and safer or whatever, but now I can just pay $50 for the year and get a workout plan. Or I can go online and have AI create me a workout with me. That's just where we are. That's just where we are. And I'm not mad at it. It just, for me, how I think hairstylists should move, or anybody that is noticing this shift in the industry, how I feel like we should move is we should pay attention to what consumers are asking and wanting, how they're moving, and see and try to answer that. If consumers are wanting more convenience, then I think we should figure out how we can offer convenience, but that convenience doesn't necessarily infringe on working extra, like more hours or more time or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has to make business sense for you. So don't change shit in your business if it don't make sense. Now that's just dumb. Cause the way it's shifting right now, that shit in another 10-20 years is gonna shift to something else. So we're not changing all of our business structure just to fit with the shift, but there are some things that we can pivot and we can adjust. And I think pivoting is something that hairstylists, I think we work well with change. But you got some old school that they just be like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm one some shit I'm just not doing because it doesn't fit within my structure. But if there's some things we can change, we just need to listen. Instead of us getting online, and this is something I noticed, with the shift happening, instead of us getting online with a rebuttal of, well, y'all clients don't blah, 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 whatnot. Instead of doing all of that responding, let's just listen. Because most of the time they're telling us exactly what we need to change in our business or adjust in our business that will get them coming in. Now, I'm not telling you to lower your prices by all means. Because at the end of the day, you got to eat, you got to pay, you got to take care of your family, you got to pay bills. So I'm never going to tell you to change your prices. But if you can create packages or membership plans or offer buy now, pay later, if there's anything that you can offer that doesn't necessarily change your structure, but that makes it a little more affordability, if we would say, for clients, do that. Some of us, it's just a matter of thinking out the box. I think in our industry, we should probably maybe do more focus groups, kind of maybe create, work with other stylists and see like, what are we shifting? Because you'd be amazed when you talk to other stylists, things that you can get from them and you can learn from them that you can implement in your own business. And I just feel like we need to listen. I'm quite sure there's things that I need that I'm listening. I will say I am listening, not for a response. I am listening so I can see what the fuck I need to do to make sure I keep clients coming in. So, and sometimes it's not feasible. Sometimes it's just outside of my fucking budget, and that's just what that is. Sometimes I can't afford some of the shit y'all are asking for. I can't afford to do it. And then some things, some services people will want you to add on. If it's gonna take more time out from my loyal and regular clients coming in, I don't want to add that to it. And if it's gonna put me in, if it's gonna make me work harder, like physically have to work harder, I don't want to do that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's some shit I don't want to do and I'm not going to do. And again, there's a stylist for everyone. So for the shit that I don't do or won't do, I promise you there's a stylist out there that's going to do all that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said don't change your price, because there's a stylist out there that's going to be within their prices. One prime example, I'm going to be honest. There's one change that I would love to make. I'm not going to say the change, but there's a change that I would love to make. But I'm just not really sure how clients going to move with it. And I'm wanting to post to send out something to find out, but I'm also kind of good. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you leave this thing to do this thing, and that shit might, it might hurt you in the long run. So, but yeah, so we got to figure out who we competing against. Are we competing against the TikTokers? Are we competing against the influencers, YouTuber? What are we competing against? I don't know, but there is a shift. And going to the salon used to be a luxury. Now some people feel like it's a task, it's a chore, and feel like one more thing on the to-do list. I know people don't like the whole no kids, can't do this, can't bring this, you got to pay a deposit, and all those structured things are there for a reason. So I'm not going to tell people to change those things, but maybe there needs to be a salon that is more dedicated to children. I know one place I used to work at, they service kids, but under a certain age, they did it on a certain day of the week. That was it. And I feel like that is a great way to meet the demands of, well, I can't bring my 5-year-old in here, my 7-year-old in here, because y'all don't do that or take them that young. But on this one day here, y'all offer that to them. I think that's a really, really great business strategy. I don't really fool with kids. So that's not a business strategy for me. I will do kids if they sit still. But if I got to fight a kid just to get some hair blown out, you and your baby can go. Shit, I ain't got time for that. But I don't know. We need to figure out what the shift is. And even if you're not figuring out the shift for other people, send emails, do a focus group within your own clientele and find out, like, hey, what is it? I'm quite sure most of y'all booking sites will let y'all pull emails and phone numbers or clients that you haven't seen in so many months or years or whatever. Find out from them, like, hey, what's keeping you from coming in the salon? What could I offer you that is going to bring you in more often? Or what's going to bring you in just once a month or once a quarter or whatever it is. I'm quite sure sometimes it could be, oh, well, some people just out of sight, out of mind. You don't send them anything. You don't correspond with them, so they don't fucking come in. Some people you've outpriced. That happens. That's going to happen, guaranteed. It's supposed to happen. Some people, location just is not right. And the convenience is no longer there. So we have to figure out what this shift is, and we have to figure out how we evolve with the shift, and how we answer the questions that our clients have, and what the demands are and how we're meeting that. There's a lot of different creative ways to what we can do those. Hell, I'm trying to figure those out as well. So, we gonna see. So let's get into the fuck that formula of the week. The beauty industry didn't die, it evolved. Consumers learned, technology improved, information became free. The professionals who survive won't be the ones protecting the old ways. They'll be the ones creating more value than tutorial ever could. If you're waiting for the industry to go back to what it was, fuck that formula. So, if clients are out there coloring their own hair, which I so not advise, but that's what they're doing, and there's companies out there that are making it possible for clients to color their own hair at home, professional, as a professional and stuff like that. Like, we have to figure out how we answer the questions and answer the demands of all this new technology, all this information that they're learning, and making people want to come in and see us. We have to figure that out. So If you have something you like to say, or if you have a dirty chair confession, please hit me up at talk@fthatformula.com. You can hit me on all social medias. I offer one of my things of evolving. I also have an ebook for home hair care, and it is Keeping It Cute, your home hair care guide. And it is to help people manage their hair at home in between clients, or if they have not found a stylist. That is kind of my way of speaking to clients, but also my way of meeting the demands of you. Everyone's not able to come in. Everyone's not able to afford to come in, time and financially. So what can I bring to them that will get them there to help them? So that is what I have. So anyways, remember guys, no formula, no filter. Peace out.